Welcome to Grand Deck Getaways. Imagine this. You've been counting down the days to your cruise vacation. Your bags are packed. You're already picturing that first ocean breeze. Then suddenly, an alert pops up on your phone saying your cruise is delayed, or even worse, canceled. Your stomach drops. The excitement fades and confusion hits hard. Most travelers panic in this moment, but the truth is, you don't have to. Because today, you're about to learn the exact pro-level strategies seasoned cruisers use to stay calm. Avoid losing money, and even turn a delay into an unexpected advantage. Cruise delays and cancellations are far more common than people realize. And whether you're a first-time cruiser or you've sailed a dozen times, disruptions can catch anyone off guard. But here's the difference. Experienced travelers know how to respond instantly, how to protect their bookings, and how to deal with cruise lines in a way that gets results, not stress. And that's exactly what this video is going to help you do. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through real, actionable tips on what to do the moment something changes, what mistakes to avoid so you don't make the ish worse, and how to position yourself before your trip so a delay or cancellation never ruins your vacation. We'll cover everything from smart communication strategies, documentation tricks, travel insurance, power moves, and even how to negotiate compensation the right way. By the end of this video, you'll be prepared, confident, and ready to handle any cruise disruption like an expert. So take a breath, stay with me, and let's make sure your next cruise adventure runs smoothly even when things don't go according to plan. 1. Know the common causes of cruise delays? Cruise delays can feel frustrating, but understanding why they happen helps you react with confidence instead of confusion. Most delays fall into a few major categories: weather, mechanical checks, port congestion, medical emergencies, and global travel disruptions. Weather delays are the most common, and they're not just about storms. Rough seas, high winds, and poor visibility can also slow a ship's arrival or departure. Mechanical delays are often required for safety, even if they're inconvenient. Think of them like a plane needing a quick maintenance check. It's better to wait than risk being stranded at sea. Port congestion is another factor, especially at busy hubs where multiple megaships arrive at once. And while medical emergencies aren't frequent when they happen, everything stops because saving a life is more important than sticking to the schedule. Knowing the why behind delays helps you stay calm and make smarter decisions. To always arrive a day early for departures, one of the biggest pro tips in the cruising world is simple but powerful. Never fly in on the same day your cruise departs. Even the most experienced travelers know that flying on embarkation day is basically rolling the dice. Airports face delays, bad weather, security lines, lost luggage. Unexpected reroutes things completely out of your control. Arriving the day before protects you from all of that. You get a stress-free evening, a calm morning, and a guaranteed spot on your ship. If you absolutely must fly in on the same day, choose the earliest flight of the morning. Ideally, the first one out of your airport. Early flights are the least likely to be canceled or delayed because the aircraft is usually already at the gate from the night before. But whenever possible, just arrive early. It's the simplest way to avoid turning a dream vacation into a travel disaster. 3. Monitor cruise line emails, texts, and apps when delays happen. The cruise line will notify passengers through the fastest channels available: email, text alerts, and their official app. This is why staying glued to social media, rumors at the port, or what people are saying in line is a bad idea. Always rely on official updates. Make sure your booking profile has your correct phone number and email. Because many travelers miss critical notifications simply because they didn't update their contact information. Download your cruise line's app before you leave home. Often the first place where new boarding times or revised instructions appear. Turn on push notifications so you don't miss anything. During disruptions, things can change quickly, and being one of the first to know gives you a huge advantage. You can avoid crowds, make smarter decisions, and keep your travel plans on track without unnecessary stress or confusion. For document everything, screenshots are your best friend in the world of travel delays. Documentation is king. When the cruise line sends a delay notification, screen record or screenshot the message immediately. If boarding times change multiple times, screenshot every version. If the cruise line updates its compensation policy, screenshot that too. Why? Because once the chaos settles, you may need proof to claim refunds, onboard credit, or other benefits. Cruise lines sometimes update or remove announcements after the situation improves. And without documentation, you might not qualify for compensation. Keep a small digital folder on your phone labeled Cruise Delay Info, so you can access everything easily when talking to customer service or filing a claim. Travelers who don't document end up in frustration mode. Travelers who do document get taken seriously, get help faster, and rarely lose money. Think of screenshots as your personal insurance against confusing or conflicting information. Yes. 5. What to do first when a delay happens? When you get that first delay notification? The worst move you can make is panicking and rushing into a crowd. Instead, stop, breathe, and get clarity. Open your cruise app or check your email to confirm the updated instructions. Do not immediately head to the port unless you retold to standing. Outside the terminal for hours only adds stress. Find a comfortable place to sit, preferably somewhere with Wi-Fi and access to food and water. Use this time to charge your devices, check the latest status, and coordinate with your travel companions. Keep your passport and boarding documents ready, but avoid unnecessary movement. If you're already at the port, don't join long lines unless the cruise staff specifically directs you. Staying calm and informed in the first 10 minutes sets the tone for the entire delay. Experience and prevent small issues from turning into major problems. 6. What not to do during delays. During cruise delays, many travelers accidentally make the situation worse because they act on impulse. First, never wander far from the port without official instructions. The cruise line may shorten the delay, and you could miss the new boarding window if you're too far away. Second, avoid booking a hotel room on your own unless the cruise line instructs you. They may offer compensation or provide accommodations, and if you book too early, you could lose money. Third, don't believe rumors from other passengers. People love to speculate during delays, but very few have accurate information. Stick to official updates only. Finally, don't get confrontational with staff. The employees you see are not the ones making decisions, and rude behavior never speeds anything up. Staying patient and avoiding these common mistakes will keep your trip on track. 7. How to use travel insurance properly. Travel insurance is one of the most powerful tools you can have during cruise delays, only if you understand what it covers. Most standard plans include benefits for trip delays, missed departures, and lost travel days. This means you may be eligible for reimbursement for meals, transportation, or hotel stays if the delay is long enough. However, every policy has a required delay time often 6 to 12 hours before coverage activates. The real secret is buying a plan that includes cancel for any reason coverage, which gives you maximum flexibility if things change before you even leave home. Don't wait until the delay happens to read your policy. Review it days earlier so you know exactly what receipts to save. Insurance is not just a backup, it's a financial shield, and travelers who understand it almost always come out ahead. 8. Contacting customer service like a pro. When delays or cancellations escalate, you may need to contact customer service. The key is approaching it strategically. First, always begin the conversation with calm clarity. State your situation, provide your booking number, and present your documentation. Use phrases like, "I want to understand my options," or "Can you clarify what compensation may apply?" Being respectful gets you much further than being aggressive. If the agent gives unclear or incomplete information, politely ask, "Is there someone who can assist with rebooking options? Or can you help me access the department handling delay compensation?" Most agents genuinely want to help, but they are limited by their system. If you remain patient and precise, you'll get better results. Also, contact multiple channels when possible: phone, live chat, or even the cruise lines app. Sometimes one agent can offer something another can't, you just have to ask the right way. 9 compensation strategies that actually work. Many travelers realize that compensation is often available, but you need to know what to ask for. Depending on the situation, cruise lines may offer onboard credit, partial refunds, meal vouchers, hotel accommodations, or even future cruise credits. The key is understanding what triggered the delay. If it's weather-related, compensation may be limited because it's an uncontrollable event. If it's mechanical or operational, you may receive more. When in doubt, politely ask, Is any compensation being offered for passengers affected by this delay? If they say yes, ask for specifics and get everything in writing. If they say no, ask whether they expect updates later. The most successful travelers remain calm, patient, and consistent with their requests. Don't demand upgrades or refunds, simply ask what options are available. Cruise lines often prefer to help passengers who cooperate professionally. 10 rebooking options. Don't accept the first offer. If your delay becomes significant or your cruise is partially affected, the cruise line may offer rebooking, but here's the key. You don't have to accept the first option. Ask if there are alternative sailings, different itineraries, or even upgraded cabins available at no extra cost. Sometimes a slightly later departure or a different port can turn a disrupted trip into an upgraded experience. Also ask if they can include additional perks like onboard credit or a future cruise credit boost. Cruise lines often have multiple solutions, but they usually present the simplest one first. As long as you're polite and patient, you can explore all options to find the one that best fits your schedule. The travelers who ask the right questions end up getting better deals, while those who accept the first offer often miss out on valuable upgrades. 11. If your entire cruise is canceled, a full cancellation is rare, but it does happen. If your cruise is completely canceled, stay calm and follow a structured plan. First, check your cruise line's official notification to see whether they're offering full refunds, future cruise credits, or a combination of both. Many lines will also cover hotel stays or meal expenses if you're already in the departure city. Next, contact your airline if you need to change or cancel your return flights. Some airlines will waive change fees during major disruptions. Keep every receipt, including meals, taxis, and last-minute hotels, because your travel insurance may reimburse them. Don't cancel your insurance claim until you know exactly what the cruise line will reimburse. And most importantly, wait for final instructions before making big decisions. The more calm and organized you are, the smoother the recovery process will be. 12. Future-proofing yourself against delays. The best way to handle cruise delays is to plan in advance so disruptions don't derail your vacation. Start by building flexibility into your schedule. Avoid planning tight connections, important meetings, or events immediately after your cruise. Pack a small disruption kit with essentials like chargers, snacks, medications, a light jacket, and a printed copy of your travel documents. Always read your cruise contract and understand the line's cancellation policy before booking. And make sure your travel insurance covers both pre-departure and during trip interruptions. Finally, stay mentally prepared. Cruising is an incredible experience, but like all travel, it comes with unpredictable moments. When you're prepared, those moments don't feel stressful, they feel manageable. And sometimes, a little flexibility can turn an inconvenient delay into a surprisingly memorable part of the journey. Well, my great audience, at the end of the day, cruise delays and cancellations might interrupt your plans, but they don't have to ruin your vacation. With the right mindset, the right preparation, and the professional strategies we've covered today, you can turn any disruption into a manageable situation, and sometimes even an opportunity to get better accommodations, extra perks, or future cruise credits. Remember, staying calm is your superpower, documentation is your leverage, and preparation is your safety net. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned traveler, these pro tips will help you stay confident, flexible, and ready to handle anything the journey throws your way. If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment sharing your own delay experiences or tips. Your story might help someone else have a smoother cruise adventure.